Subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon to get the latest updates.
Hello viewers, welcome to the Fast Profits Daily. Happy Republic Day to all our viewers. Well, we had a bad start to this week and being into the expiry week and the last week of the January, the week before the union budget is announced, we had a bad start to the momentum. Do you think the bullish momentum has taken an end, or it is a top which where we had around 18,600 and now at around 18,350 is an end of an for 2022? I certainly don't believe so. Well, considering the Nifty, I would consider looking at the Bank Nifty over here just ahead of Indian budget. And every time there is a budget, Bank Nifty is the one which generally takes the lead in the rise or the fall. But let me take you to the memory lane of 2021. Look at the chart over there. Bank Nifty rallied by around 18% in the budget week, which is the 5 days. We have seen a huge rally coming from, I guess, 30,600 to 13,600, 30,900 to 36,600. And that 18% move was fast and furious, which surprisingly for most of the traders was unexpected on the D straight in 2021. But if I look at the ratio chart of Bank Nifty to Nifty, so look at the ratio chart, which is second chart over here, the Bank Nifty to Nifty ratio charts. Look at the highs, which was around Feb 2021, the last year budget, where the Bank Nifty has outperformed by huge margin against the Nifty. Since then, it has underperformed and formed the lower high, lower low structure. Just ahead of budget, and since the start of 2022, Bank Nifty is outperforming by a huge margin over the Nifty. Now, if you look at this ratio chart, it is breaking out of the bullish head and shoulder pattern. Again, after forming a base, generally the bullish head and shoulder pattern, when it forms at the bottom, it forms the base and the breakout happens, and that's what we are looking at into the Bank Nifty to Nifty ratio chart. Second, if you look at the average line, which is 100-day exponential moving average, and it has been resisting 100 days exponential moving for quite long, and this is the first time we are witnessing with the breakout of the head and shoulder. It has closed above 100-day exponential moving average plus breakout has happened. So it gives me a strength that Bank Nifty is about to outperform against the Nifty in next few trading sessions or 2 trading weeks. And one should definitely look at as an opportunity into the Bank Nifty, where the market has dipped into the recent week. Any reversal into the Bank Nifty space will be an outperformer in the coming weeks for Bank Nifty. Let's look at the chart what Bank Nifty is indicating. Let's look at the first weekly chart over here. So we are witnessing the rising channel over here. If you look at the rising channel, which means that prices are trending into the bullish structure, forming higher low structure, and rising channel is basically till it is not broken down, the trend continues to remain bullish. Second thing, if you look at the previous highs, which is if you look at the horizontal trend line 32,600 been well respected, and when these long-term trends, long-term levels are being retested and market tend to move higher, it plays a key important role. So I believe with the rising channel, it is indicating. Plus, if you remember the candlestick pattern, the rising bullish three white soldier is basically the bullish candle which has formed on the on the weekly scale over here, indicating that the momentum is very stronger for bulls. So with the weekly charts, I think long-term trend is still very bullish over here. Look at the top-down approach and move on to the daily scale over. If you look at the daily scale over here, if I just look at the retracements from 34,000 levels to around 38,850, 50% comes at around 37,000 level, 38.2% comes at around 37,000 levels, and 50% comes at around 36,434. If you look at the historically moves, when the certain trends happen into the Bank Nifty, generally retrace by around 38.2 to 50% before resuming the bullish momentum. So I think this zone of 37 to 36,400, 36,500 will play a huge support zone for bulls over here. Second, if I look at the 100 days exponential moving average, which is placed again around 37,000, 36,991, it might act as a support. RSI, if you look at the lower panel over here, which is quite interesting. we have seen a multiple highs been broken out on the RSI. Again, this time, if you look at the rally which happened from the start of new year, where it moved very much higher from 34,000 to 38,850 levels, the RSI has seen a huge uptick, and now the retest has happened on the RSI. Again, I believe the strength is very strong into the Bank Nifty over the Nifty, looking at the momentum. So I believe just we are entering into the budget. I believe that Bank Nifty is well placed for a bullish momentum in the budget, and anything in the budget could surprise. Bank Nifty could be the one which could rally as and history is repeating. I think history might repeat in 2021 what we have seen, but yes, the volatility could be more, slightly more, looking at the other to the recent week which we are witnessing into the expiry, where market have seen a huge downtick in last 3-4 trading sessions. So I believe one should definitely look at when the recovery happens or the reversal happens. Bank Nifty could be the one which could take the lead. So that's the take you should look into the when we are stepping into the union budget. So signing off, Brijesh Bhatia.